A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be... Flagway. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Flagway. Left side is Smith. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Flagway to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Caught. He stopped.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
They're going to run it. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Baylor.
Question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Oregon Ducks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB, elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that.
Turns it on down the left side. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown Ducks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, man.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Looking for running room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing, Lagway. He'll pull it down and run. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Quick give.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. Working the ground game. Across the 25, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Bears want to crank the tempo. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. On the run, it's Griffin. They put the brakes on it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Handoff again. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Ducks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Motion from the back. Flagway wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that, and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Might have a chip. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bear. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the tight end. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're all over him. And he gets rid of it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking for the marker. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll run it. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Throws to the back. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly to the tight end. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And the field goal unit is on the field. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Run out of bounds at the 45, and a terrific return there. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Flagway. Trying to make magic with his feet. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. He's past the marker. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Baylor's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Touchdown, Ducks! Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. The give on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Second and long here. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Here's Lagway to pass. Under pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing, Lagway. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to move them on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. Pulls it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows with the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, it's Griffin. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Caught. Could not make his way to the corner. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Heading into the fourth quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right side, it's Bear. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense, but you get to stop.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Pulls it and runs it again. Turning it on.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground. Now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play, the play before. The defense was...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Washington. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
A run for the quarterback. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run and nothing doing.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
There he goes. He's got enough. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll ride the hot hand. At midfield, he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Just feeds the running back. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Nickelback on the field, looking pass as they try to keep this a 1-possession game in the 4th. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On the option. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Going for it all. Upstairs to make the catch. Breaks into the open. Past the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Ducks.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right?